Now, in today's video, you are going to be discovering some of the biggest truths why women do not want you to actually be genuine with them. This is going to be a big, impactful video when it comes to your dating life and also how you perceive attraction, especially looking at this through the lens of women. And if you're able to master this and actually understand this, you're going to get ahead. So stick with me, because rest assured, this is going to be one of my most in-depth video breakdowns I've ever made. So we're just going to dive right in. Okay, you have to understand this. To be genuine with them, it means that you are now operating off of gut instinct, and this will make you emotional, and she knows that you will end up going weak for her. So I had a little realization the other day when I was on a walk, and I actually took a video of myself, so I'm going to play this right now.
The reason why game works on women is because there's a level of emotional strength you have to even deploy it. You have to go against your instincts emotionally. You have to do certain things, say certain things, and act a certain way that requires a level of competency. And it also shows a lot of resilience that you're not getting invested into her fully. So you become stronger than the rest when you use game, because the other guy's not using game, are just following their own impulses and emotions, and she can feel the weakness in it. So the reason why game works is because you're smarter, stronger, more capable than the rest if you do deploy it.
What you have to do is you really have to start to internalize this, okay? She does not want you to be genuine. She wants you to be attractive, and they do not go hand in hand. So a man, okay, you as a man, you become attractive when you're competent. So a man becomes attractive when he's competent. Now here's the thing. A man isn't competent until he has the wisdom to realize these three things. And I'm going to read these one by one. Number one, okay, the first piece of wisdom that you have to actually obtain in your own life as a man to be masculine and to master your own dating life, okay? Now, the first thing is that women will oftentimes say that they want specific things in a man or in a dating companion, and then you're going to oftentimes see that a lot of times what they say they want does not match their actions at all, or the type of guy that they've actually ended up with. At numerous points in your life, you're going to be telling yourself, why can't I just be genuine? Why is it that she says she wants this type of guy, but then she never ends up with him? This is just the first thing that you have to internalize, okay? A lot of times what they say does not match their actions, and that's just the way things are. Now, number two, a man deeply invested into a relationship is a man without purpose. If that girl that you're dating becomes the center of your whole world, and you love her so much, and it's all you're thinking about, it's all you're spending your time worrying about, it's everything that consumes you, okay? You are going to end up very, very weak. You're a man without purpose. So keep this in mind. A man deeply invested into a relationship is a man without purpose. And I say that because you have to understand this. That relationship is nothing more than two people entering into some words together, admitting that they like each other or spending time with each other. But that's all it really is it's words, okay? If you're getting super invested into words day to day and that's consuming you, you have to understand that a lot of the things we tell ourselves that are super important actually aren't. And the more emotional of a state you enter into by getting attached to your dating life or whatnot, it leaves you weak. So keep that in mind. Now, number three, you being genuine will register as weakness, because she sees that you don't understand masculine to feminine dynamic. There ends up being flaws in your game and your social skills, and that's going to show up. So those are the three things a man has to truly internalize to grow in his wisdom. Now, here's another thing you have to realize why being genuine oftentimes does not help you. Women enter into relationships with men who are caring and kind, but women oftentimes will sleep with men who are rude, arrogant, self-centered, and does not get attached emotionally. So here's what you got to realize, okay? Everything that is genuine, being caring, being loyal, being nurturing, being thoughtful, being romantic, being sweet, these things are anti-seductive to women. So I didn't choose the way the world is. This is just how it is. If you start to display these things, it's anti-seductive. So men who are genuine when dating, she feels that he is in a constant state of proving himself and self-qualifying, basically subconsciously saying or signaling, look how good of a guy I am. Well, because of that, because you're constantly sitting there subconsciously saying, look how great of a guy I am, look how good of a guy I am, she naturally gets turned off because she no longer can look up to you. She no longer has respect for you. It's you constantly being in this state, proving yourself, right? It's you proving your loyalty, you proving how much you care, you proving how genuine you are, and it turns her off. So here's what I can tell you, okay? You as a man, you are number one. Nobody else can come before you. No one. You have to take care of yourself and you have to do what's in your best interest. Yours. I know that that's hard for some of you to put yourself first, but that means you are going to have to get selfish, okay? So what that means is stop associating this behavior as negative. People hear the word selfish and they say, well, that's negative behavior. I'm going to tell you this. That's the only way you can get ahead. If you want to get in great physical shape, in great physical fitness, you are going to have to be selfish with your time and make time for the gym every single day or whatever your workout routine calls for, right? And there's going to be some days where coworkers want you to go eat after work. There's going to be some days where the woman you're dating wants you to stay home and just watch movies with her, and you have to go get that workout done, right? You have to be selfish to achieve any goals, so keep that in mind. It's not negative no matter what people tell you. So here's what I can tell you I personally do, okay? I spend 100% of my time leveling up SMV and attractiveness. So keep that in mind. Not 10% or 50% or 90%, 100%, or I would say as close to 100% as I can, okay? If I'm optimizing my sleep, right, you might look at sleep as like, oh, you're just going to bed whenever you want, but how I look at it as this is still part of my day and part of my habits, because what I'm doing is I'm actually optimizing my sleep so I can perform good on my next workout. Okay, all of these things, when you look at your time through the day and you have 24 hours just like I do, you want to spend 100% of it or as close to 100% of it as you can leveling up your own attractiveness. That way, you are the man that she wants to come to. Okay, so keep that in mind. Your only hope is to make yourself your own unique masculine archetype. And this takes a lot of work. But what you're trying to do as a man is you want to make yourself a non-replicatable character. If you make yourself a non-replicatable character, that means she can get another guy, or she can get another rich dude, or she can get another man who is tall, right? But she can't get you because you're not replicatable. This is the most important thing that men don't seem to understand is you have to have your own unique identity because the goal is to form yourself into a unique man, okay? So, what does this mean? This means that she can't get another one of you. She can get that dude or that dude or that dude, but she cannot get you. So, what you have to do is you have to make a list of all of the things that you want to fill your time with. If you're trying to level up SMV, sexual market value, what does that mean? That means you're going to need to spend majority of your time on things like your fitness, your fashion, your social skills, dates, dating, understanding social calibration and nuances, okay? Maybe business or career, so that way you have resources and you can build out a life for yourself. Having good quality friends and a good quality social circle, so that way you appear, or that way, not even appear, that way you actually are a man who is fun to be around and you have things going on. All of this is going to take time. That's why I'm telling you, spend 100% of your time leveling you up as high as you can go, okay? So what this does is this creates a compounding effect. It's like if you have 5 really good friends, you start to meet more people, and now eventually you have 10, right? If you go on a couple really good dates, you gain leverage and momentum, and now it's like you just keep going on more dates. In life, a lot of people are very familiar with a downward spiral, but the opposite of this is true as well. There is such thing as an upward spiral. So that's the trajectory in life you want to be on. So what I can tell you is this. You have to stop neglecting the skills, because what I've noticed is a lot of men who tell themselves they just want to be genuine or they want to be themselves or any of these things. The problem is that they are neglecting the skills, okay? So they say things like, well, I'm genuine, so she should just like me for me. Or they'll think these things like, you know, I'm religious, so I can just hope and pray all day and read and neglect the skills, and one day that amazing woman is just going to appear in my life and love me for me. And this shit just doesn't exist. This is not true. The reason why this is not true is because in life you only get the results you want if you focus on processes to get there and to obtain the skills. So I've been showing guys how to do this. I've been showing men how to actually get on this journey. I've been showing men how to actually understand and learn the language of women. This has been growing every single day, and I invite you to join us inside of this, because every single day men are learning and discovering these deeper level truths. And this is why today's video, I titled it, Why Women Don't Want You to Be Genuine with Them. They want you to be attractive. And oftentimes all of these genuine characteristics such as caring, loyal, nurturing, thoughtful, romantic, sweet, these are anti-seductive. And when you start to discover these truths at an even deeper level, you start to see that oftentimes what women say they want in a man or in a relationship is polar opposite to the guy that they actually are dating. So because of that, you have to actually observe the world and be wise and understand that wisdom actually takes you being aware. If you like this video, I want you to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.